So, how do you truly know that you're in the right path? Okay, and this is from my buddy Francis TRD. Okay, now we are going to talk about this particular platform in a moment, but let's just go through what Francis has for us. Okay, can you truly know that you are in the right path? Okay, so let's go through the material. Now it says, I've seen so many people discussing online and people I know in real life having doubts having doubts about if the path they are pursuing is right for them. This ranges from having doubts about which classes they are taking for future semesters to professional careers. The one I want to talk about specifically is the computer science related path. Yeah, so this is very, very true. A lot of discussions around, and also about AI. And with that, I even have my reservations about all the CEOs, all the predictions and stuff like that, which are not really based on any data. I will come back to that. Okay. So there are many answers to this, but it makes me wonder, how can we truly know we are on the right path to success? Okay. One thing I know for sure, in my opinion, is if you are only chasing money, it can only get you far, but not enough. Okay. And I keep saying this, and people think I'm hating. I mean, sure, the field is lucrative, so people are going to come into the field looking to make the quick bag. But at the end of the day, it shouldn't just be about money, it shouldn't be about your paycheck. Because trust me, in order to get to that paycheck, it's going to take you more than your drive to earn money. Okay, let's look at what he's saying though. So for example, I've heard people pursuing in computer science because of money back in 2020. However, I have seen that 90%, 99% of the time, they only do the bare minimum. That's only passing their classes and only doing things that are required. As a result, they have a hard time finding a job because lack of passion, blah blah blah. Good, good. So this is very true. And with this one, I don't even think it's about those who only come. Okay, I guess it comes down to passion. Okay, if you do not really have the passion for it, you'll realize that at the end of the day, you just do your classes. You're just going to your classes and making sure you pass. And that's just it. Meanwhile, you find that in a company setting, in a real world setting, okay, there are extra things that you have to do, you know, which are not really being taught in class. Okay, so for school, what they usually do is they teach you how to fish, and then we have you have to go out there, you specialize, you then maybe you're doing front and back end this, and then the projects fairly different thing. Okay, so you have to, whilst you're in school, you go out there, put yourself out there, and then you also know what is required outside of school in the real job market. And if you do not have passion, trust me, you're not going to be able to do it. So only money as a motivation, again, very bad. Good. So surprisingly, this goes the same with those that genuinely enjoy the CSO. One of my friends demonstrated this since he really liked coding back in high school and pursue computer science, been creating projects and contributing to open source. However, they also have a hard time finding a job, I think. Yes, yes. So he's saying that on the flip side, he has seen people who actually have the passion not find a job. And I think it comes down to what I'm saying. Okay, so with passion, you have to be very careful with your passion. Okay, so for me like this, if you follow the channel for a long time, say I used to post a lot of games here. Imagine that after school, I just sat down and I built all of these games. Every time it's game, 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 and I've not even done enough to also get into game dev. So what do you think? Who do you think is going to hire? Because let's face it, big corporate tech, big tech, they are not looking for games. They are looking for products. Okay, so today I'm a product engineer. They're looking for products who can build features end to end. That's what they are looking for. So maybe there's a matter of the kind of projects, but let me see what Francis is saying. So this could be the result of the job market for computer science. Since we see the trend in the current job market, okay, that plays a factor. I've seen people getting software engineer jobs just fine. It makes me wonder, okay, it's luck based on factors on where we are applying to. If you apply to the US in general, your odds are low. However, if you apply to a specific area, and he's saying Chicago, for example, maybe your luck increases. I don't know about this, Yeah, I really don't know about this part. So tell me what you think in the comment section. I don't think it's that relevant. Okay, so you tell me in the comment section. How do we know if we are in the right path to success? One person with a lack of content in their resume can get a software engineering job, while the other with lots of projects and prior experience does not. I've seen this happen time and time again throughout my experience so far. Yeah, I've seen it happen too. Okay, and it boils down to usually what will happen is they have family and friends and stuff like that in that company, in that position, or they have done so good to the extent that they do not really need the projects. In addition to the connections, they are maybe extraordinarily good. Okay, so maybe they came out with like a first class. Okay, maybe they are the valedictorian. Maybe I don't know. A lot of things can come into play, but it's mainly the connections. Okay, also based off birth and who they know and stuff like that. Okay, and speaking on the right path, I've seen people having a passion in years, but later change their careers later on, regardless of their passion and enjoyment in that field. Why is that? Yeah, so for this, I'm going to take us back to Alex Hormozy. Okay, so if your passion is not putting like food on the table, and there's such a thing as misdiagnosing your passion too. Maybe you thought it's your passion and it really is not. Because at the end of the day, if it's really your passion, how do you give it up? But I think if your passion is not putting food on the table, like look at this brutal job market, especially for entry jobs, okay, entry level, and you are not seeing the light. I mean, for free, computer science is not coding. Let's get that straight, okay? Computer science is not coding. So if you feel the need to massage, like change the path, I mean, come on. Yes, at the end of the day, you have to put food on your table. So I don't know that happens. You don't always have to follow your passion. And let's take the closing. I feel like, in my opinion, we are using the rejections from the companies as a measuring tool to determine if we are caught up in the software engineering field. I'm wondering what you guys are thinking about this and how we truly know we are in the right path. Yeah, yeah, yes. So with this, okay, and I'm going to try to sympathize with the person who is giving up. I don't think you should give up, but let's sympathize with them. Okay, you have put in all this learning, you have done all this work. Okay, and at the end of the day, you just come out and then you are seeing stuff like you apply, and you are getting rejected, you are getting rejected. And it's hard to not feel like you're doing something wrong. Yeah, doing the wrong thing and stuff like that. I mean, I get it. So tell me what you think in the comment section. I need to really know if you're on the right path. And let me just summarize to help you. I think a lot has been said. At the end of the day, we are saying that how do you know you were on the right path? Is it if you succeed or if you do not want to succeed? Because mind you, it may be your passion, you may do everything right, and the luck does not just work for you. All right. So how can we truly know that you're on the right path? And we never know. You never really know till the outcome happens to you. I don't know if you understand. You never really know till the outcome actually happens to you. So you get to the end of the road, you see, oh, I succeeded or I failed. But how can you know? What do you think? In your opinion, what are the pointers that we are on the right path? So tell me what you think. If you find this content helpful, leave a like, and then yeah, I'll see you in the next one.